Hi everyone, Caro here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome to Tarot Solar Sun Studio. We are in January. This is the first Cartomancy video of the year from me. It has took a lot of work for me till I wrap up everything ready for 2024. And now I'm ready to bring a reading for you, ladies and gentlemen. This is Katina's Desta card reading, and it is one of the signature classical readings of our channel. It has a lot of fans. Lately also I have found a copy of this deck again, which is also a bigger version. The card stock is very good and it is very silky. It is very hard to find the Turkish version of this deck because it is no more published. So you get to find the faithful copies, and this was a perfect faithful copy that I get. It is really super good card stock. And for those who are interested to purchase a Desta deck, I have it, so I'm selling this. And I will put the information at the description box below because there are people I know who has been asking. This is the by the way, Turkish version of Katina's Desta cards. There is also a Greek version in the I think online market. Turkish version and Greek version is different though. My favorite is the Turkish version because this is a deck which needs to be read with reversals. That's why we have the two images of Katina here, so it is making very convenient for the reversals. The Greek version has only have one side of Katina. That's why when a card is reversed, it does not so much appealing for the eye due to the one-sided image. So cartomancy enthusiasts will understand what I mean. Plus Turkish versions images are much more appealing. I think there are some differences with the Greek and Turkish version images. I find it more authentic as a person who is accustomed to see also these images from the art history. So yeah, Katina's Desta deck, a new faithful copy is with us that I have attained lately. For those who are interested to purchase this deck, the information will be at the description box below. When you purchase this deck, you are not only purchasing a deck, you are also purchasing a full reading with me. So exactly the same way we do here, you are also getting the reading from me. Plus, as this deck will be shipped to you, it is going to be shipped with the high priority and mail in the most secure way. Plus, it is going to come to you in a very special envelope with some also gifts from me. This is like your initiation to the deck. And plus, it's not finished with these. I'm also sending you the working sheets of this deck. So for those who would like to study those. This is really a unique deck. And you cannot find the Turkish version in the internet. You can find the Greek version, I think, on eBay or places like that, but you cannot find the double-sided Turkish version. And as I said, Turkish version is the most convenient format for also the reversals, and this is a very important detail, I think, for a cartomancer, a reader. Okay, so let's put our deck here. I'm so much curious to know who will be the new holder of this deck. I'm always very excited. I always appreciate people who would like to read with this deck. This deck really, to be honest, this deck changes life. It is really affecting you in a very interesting way. It's a very strong energy deck. It really speaks to you directly, and I do always feel a very much comforting energy with this deck, with its historical background, images, and I always feel that throughout my readings and throughout my reader history, this deck has always had my back. So this is one of those decks which can be really give you that friend comfort whenever you feel like you want to ask some questions. This is definitely that deck that you can lean on, I would say. Now we are going to take these two cards, and one of them will represent us, the collective. Okay, so this is us. Now one of the white decks will be in the deck, because we will see, if the white card comes again, we will see where we are at collectively. Okay, so we can use it like this. You can use this white decks, by the way, for the new holder. I am for the new owner and the holder of the deck. You can really go very creative with this white blank cards. They are actually not fully blank, but there is an image there, as you can see, but we count them blank, and this is one of the ways I use it. The deck will definitely receive that. I mean, the deck will definitely accept that. These white cards are very much open to how you also handle your deck, how your relationship is set with the deck. And we have the 4 helping cards. I'm gonna call these like this genie, the Will Smith, I think, was the actor for that, right? So here we have also the helping spirits. These are usually looked by the end of the readings. They give us some guidance. So we leave them there now, and let's go ahead and shuffle our cards. This is also just a sec. The court cards of this deck, with the both sultans, sultanas, prince and princesses, it's very rich. The characters are very rich, and no other deck has this much of richness in their court cards. It's like even like a small tarot court cards, really. And for instance, Lenormand or other decks, they have only male and female cards, but this decks has this set of characters, woman and man, with really rich characteristics. So you can also use it, for instance, in events where there is this enrichment with the scenery, when it comes to also the characters of people. That's why, for instance, Desta, you may ask Desta, you can get all the ladies out the deck. Which of the ladies I am currently, energetically, you can ask. You can center yourself here, and you can weave the tapestry of your situation and read your cards also like that. For instance, you can attain cards to the female and male counterparts, and you can also see if those counterparts comes in a reading, for instance, with their proximity, and also what other male and female characters surrounding us. You can pretty much see the enriching context of the situations. It is really, yes, there are ways to use them, of course, and in the working sheet there is a spread. This spread also is described there, but you can use them in many creative ways. You can You can even make like a Celtic cross, for instance, like you do in tarot, or small spreads. I mean, it is just, how do they say? It builds you and develops you a lot as a cartomancer. That's why it's a deck that you can really feel full creativity with it, really. It's a life-changing deck. So now I'm going to lay down our spread. Now the vicious and the conscious part of the collective, the fears and the unconscious of the collective. This is going to represent the past, the future. Again, wish and the conscious part of the collective, fears and the unconscious part, wish and the conscious part, fears and the unconscious part. Okay, now we can build the rest of the spread now. Slowly we will get there. This one is called the Tandrina method. It is going to be in the working sheet of this deck. So you can work with this deck, for instance, and you can really give nice readings for your loved ones. I'm sure it would be very helpful, because this deck really, this deck will pick the situations accordingly and will give exactly what that situation needs. Whether you read for your friends, for a relative, for a client, it is this much of deck, and it never worries you, never disappoints. So I want to really acknowledge my appreciation for this deck openly. The more I appreciate it, it also gives me back. Definitely. Okay. Now we did our spread, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get one card now. By the way, this is the past, this is the future. Now, what is in our mind as collective? Okay, this card we will look at it at the end of the reading. I got afraid sometimes one day I will forget looking at this card and finish the video, so that will be very scary. Okay, so oops. Okay, let's get. I'm going to put the deck here, because if someone wants to have it, maybe they can connect with this way, or we can do it like this. You can initiate yourself to the deck if you are interested. It's really beautiful. Okay. Good. Okay, sweet. Let's put a ladybug on it as well. Finding its lucky owner, new owner. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now let's begin first from the first card, the wishes and the consciousness of the collective. So every time I begin from this position, I feel very excited, because each reading is really a new journey. It is really different to read for the collective than the sign-based. And this type of decks, which has a very big collective archetypes for situations, events, men and women, it's really fun to read with them. So we have the reverse path here on our mind. Okay, so I'm making this reading, by the way, I'm performing this reading in the Capricorn new moon. I mean, just prior the day, yes, of Capricorn new moon. And it's a new moon, so I am performing this reading actually around the new moon. So which is going to also set the tone for the next full moon and throughout January. Now this path is actually, you see the path, it leads to a place. It's a beautiful path, by the way. It leads to somewhere here, but it came reverse. I think this reminds us that at the beginning of something, especially around the new moon time, at the beginning of something, we are searching for that new path. We are searching for that new experience, new person, new item, the new thing. Today, for instance, this energy is now very actually telling me something, because today I cut my hair. I didn't actually, it just came to me, but I knew it was time, and I did it because I usually do these things in the Capricorn new moon times. When you want to decide for something, you got to do it in a Capricorn new moon time or a Capricorn season, really. But this time I was a bit hesitant, but I went for it because I felt that there is a new thing I need, and I want to feel it. So again, in our minds, maybe you wouldn't be hesitant like I am, or you can be super hesitant like I am when doing something that around this time. With this new experience, path, person, item, we want to actually take a beginning here. This is our wish, and knowing that we actually did the right decision for us, or that was the thing what felt right for us. For this, we know that first we need to make a space and hold a space for a new beginning. And to be honest, we are all fools, because like the fool card in tarot, it's like being the fool. Yeah, that new beginner, this beginner mind, that fresh energy. It's like we are all fools, the divine child, the divine fools, divine child, who is about to begin something new, and it's actually telling us not to get scared or afraid, okay? This is definitely a super newbie energy for the collective, I have to say. And we believe that our hearts really deserve something, and we want to go for it. Maybe whatever that our hearts deserve, usually around, by the way, Capricorn times, it's usually something, you know, around labor, that's sometimes love, appreciation, acclaim, reminding us that we are worthy of it, knowing that we got to actually walk away from, we have learned to walk away from any sign of disrespect, and if we felt to some kind of unwanted circumstance, maybe it was challenging, but we maybe want to walk away from it, we want to go into a new path here, so we want to fully prepare ourselves for the new year. Okay, so there are some really decisions here. Yes, we may be a bit hesitant, but we are at the edge of it. So I can't say that we are bad at making decisions or something in that nature, because we are not. We are just like that divine, in that divine full energy. And divine full energy can be really that sometimes feeling super fresh about a particular new beginning. Or some of us has made the decision, but they are not sure, you know, if this is the right thing to do. So yeah, the fish reverse. Fish reverse is about if we have missed the opportunity. Like if we are late at something, are we gonna miss the opportunity? It's like the little fish. You can't grasp it, right? It just so it's that sticky and watery, so it just runs away. So here what we scare is actually if I miss this thing. If I just a sec, please. If I miss this thing, if this thing will be still there for me, even I do not choose it now. So the fish and the pat is definitely together talks about a direction here, and if also this is also being a bit scared about. It's like this. You wanna like. You just need to decide so fast. Otherwise, like you can miss something there. So. Can we say there is some type of a timing element there? Yes, there is also something with the timing. So then can we say that it is now and never? Yes, we can say that. Oh my goodness. No, Hermit, no, dear. This not this time, Hermit. No. Not this time, Hermit, please. Oh, Hermit. Just a sec. Guys, so I will take away Hermit from there because the spread is very big, and if Hermit lays there down, the cards will just go crazy. Okay. Normally, I let her to come and hang with us, but this time, if she lays here, everything will go crazy. So it's a long spread and long to, you know, process. So better to keep my girl a little bit away, of course. If we will see. Okay, so. Is it so we had this it's now or never thing there. Well, but we feel ready for it. We feel ready for it. We absolutely feel ready for it. So the next message, let's find out. Yes, in the past there has been, this is the ebony card. Ebony card is about some worries that we have been through. Pain, something maybe disastrous, something maybe that we have suffered, or like that uncomfortable feeling, and the past seems a bit dark. That's why it is, I think, blurring the choices here, and whatever we have been through lately, there was a shock event maybe, this is making us collectively a bit insecure, and we have like having hard time to trust a new path. We have in the future we have the reverse tomb. Now tomb is about actually like the death card in tarot. It is about some endings. So we are seeing this great big pain, or this uncomfortable feeling is coming to an end here. I think we have really touched the tip of the darkness, and we have like faced with something so cold lately. It felt really cold with this maybe terrible fact, or it's like opening like like a sarcophage, you know, of 3,000 years, and it's like this. We have like faced with something, and it has really created that cold feeling in us. But I think this is about one is facing their fear right away, because otherwise it cannot just go away. So collectively in the Capricorn season, and you know, it is now in the Northern Hemisphere, it's the darkest times. We can embrace, it is now with the Capricorn, we have of course seen the longest night, the shortest day. Again, that darkness is actually there for us to discover the light in it. So in order to discover the light, we need to embrace the dark, and we need to face some things there. So generally, I think is like making a choice, facing with some dark elements, knowing that our choice is not good. It's not about the choice being difficult or easy, but it's just like we need to see some darker aspect of a situation. We really need to, it's really that yin yang. I mean, with the yin in the yang and the yang in the yin. Okay, we really need to see it right away. This is going to be very important. Okay, some attention to my girl. Okay. Oh, you see the sun, how we wish the light, how we wish for the light, how we wish some brighter days. And even in that painful situation, we always longed for that light. We always longed for that bright light. And we wanted to, I think we wanted to like shine its light to our way with the reverse road. Even our decision was maybe not so clear, but we want that light to accompany us. At least we can see like where we are going, you know. So it's like an element of it's like an element of some refreshment, knowing that our luck is with us. And this is also giving us a sense of recovery. Generally is a month in which we really want some difficult experiences to be over, to touch like the tip of the sun, to feel its light. Yeah, some really we want this light to shine bright in our lives, and we don't want to lose it. Now, what is as a fear and the unconscious? We have the key. There is a solution maybe which is not obvious. we are not, maybe we are not seeing, or we are unconscious, or we are seeing or fear from a not so much obvious solution. But we know that the solution is there. Maybe it's like, if we have missed this chance, I made my choice, I left behind something. Now the automatic result, will it give me a solution? But it seems we don't see, it is unconscious to us, it's in the fear and the unconscious part. Maybe what we fear from will become deep down the solution for us. Like the way in, the way out is the way in. The way out is the way through. Like in Dante's Divine Comedy. Hermit. The way out is the way through in our situation. And I see now, just a sec dear, there is no court cards here. You know, there is no court cards here. It's just symbols we are going on. It's like we are in our journey. Hermit, just a sec please, darling. Please, this way. Let's get our cards. Okay, I have to now turn this one. Oh, we are right here. This is us. We are on our own might. So as collectively, with the top and the key, we are exactly the hero of our journey. The card which is representing us is in our conscious. It's only us who can get through this. It's only us who can really walk from this door. It's only us who is really responsible to do that. Again, there is no court cards. No, she's not moving even 1 centimeter. Here, come. This way. Hermit, come. Oh wait, there is second one. Okay, I have found another one. Now I'm going to try to take Hermit here. Okay, she has focused. She is about to make a move. Oh my goodness. The reading got crazy. Just a second. You know, it's those times in the channel. Hermit, come dear. Okay. I think we... Okay, 3 here, 3 here. Okay, guys. Hermit has really given the collective some, I mean, at least to me, some heart attack. Because the reading will just... I don't want the cards to get mixed, you know. Okay, Hermit. Thank you so much for making us laugh and keeping the heart of the collective light and sweet. Okay. You want to play with this one? Come. Oh, guys. Okay, so now let's continue. Oh, the castle. So here, to what is really unconscious to us, or we fear, there is this place of stability, authority, or something foundational. Like the key of the castle It's like a place. So the sun mirroring here the castle. I think there is some kind of a big place, and the sun is more of like a patriarchal actually archetype. Maybe for some, what I feel, as again with the Capricornian symbolism, there is this big, and this castle symbolism is so much Capricornian. Like some difficulties which has like piled up maybe. Even we see some maybe patriarchal energies like an obstacle, or that rigid, this rigid structures, materially, spiritually, something feel like making us to oblige to do something, like this push, like this concrete thing, or that support mechanism, if it is going to be like our light, if it is that, if the keys are still available to that place, to that thing, what is really nourishing us deep down. This may also represent a boss figure, or like a business, creating some new business, entrepreneurship, to gain land from a place. There is something maybe here with the land, with the home, with the the key you will get, like the key of the city will be available to you without you have to make war with them, but just with peace and diplomacy. So it's that not effortless, I want to say, but there is something maybe you feel meant to come to you without you have to make a battlefield with it. And this is going to like end some kind of a trouble with you. You know that deep down you are the hero or the heroine there. And maybe it's like we want some kind of a fertility from life. Obviously we have something there to achieve, we have something to accomplish, we have intentions to move forward, we want to start to something, we want to commit to a plan of action as we are. But we know that there has been boundaries maybe, or patriarchal energy around it, maybe discipline, some structure, and we are coming from like a deeply rooted place as well, and we want to cultivate the soul purpose. And the key here is like, well, this is the accountability, like some kind of a pragmatism. Something will just open, or we will find a solution without we forcing it. And we maybe here as the wish, the collective, it's us. We wish that it is us and not someone. This is also not relying on someone, but we are being accountable for that. Because I think we have built, like, this is a bit pain-rooted past, because the personal power will be a great focus here, because we have built some muscles, we have built some resilience. There can be some workings, like something professional here, and maybe this thing will serve us like a catalyst. There can be also, we try to find some kind of opportunity. Okay, she wanted food. Okay, so I think this is a bit stepping outside of our comfort zone, and we will go there like slow and steady. Not rushing. We want to be comfortable with our decision. Oh, in the past, so this is an elemental card. It has all the elements in it in this deck. In the past, though, it comes reverse. Like we have, there is this feeling in the past, like we haven't fully brought the full attention, like what a situation needs. Let's say it's all elementals. We cannot really bring it. We couldn't really put everything maybe it deserves, and it has built some kind of a resentment in us. Okay, this is our first court card, and we have the Atandava. Now, there is a super ambitious female figure in the horizon. First of all, for those who are surrounded with a super ambitious female figure, Atandava can be a bit, to be honest, a bit dangerous encounter, because this lady thinks that the world is a bit like spinning around her, and it talks about a bit, just a sec. It talks about too much material focus. So when you, let's say, want to comfortably move forward in your plans, like there is this maybe a female figure who has so much material focus. Like the moment you end or remotivate yourself for something, like from a particular sentiment from the past, there is this suddenly the figure appears who has like overly material focus. It's like the shadow of Capricorn, let's say the shadow of the Capricorn, okay? There can be also some, in terms of love, for instance, you may hear like very instant, unexpected explanations, some news, which may really put your doubts away. Also, we are seeing a lover here who is like buying, you know, gifts and things and to their lover in order to make them like to fall in love with them. But again, like we here somehow do that material balance within us, and we want to be in the path, but suddenly there is a person who hasn't balanced themselves in the material means, both in love and in the other fields of life. Atandava also represents the woman who cheats, okay? The woman who cheats. A very beautiful woman. who seems to be like very, helpful and generous, but actually this is like the social face of them. On contrary, it's a very egoistic figure. Only she thinks that the world's spinning around herself. So a person that you want to stay away from. Again, as we come from this, maybe someone that sees your past efforts, something you think is like missing, or you didn't put the full effort. A woman or a competitive, ambitious figure pops up and says to you, hey, let's put all that missing elements in its place. It's like the devil card. Yeah, it's like a devil card in tarot, like creating some kind of a passion or something for you to seduce you into do something. Okay, now we will understand her better, but before that, in the past we wanted to be happy. We think maybe something with a lesser effort will be enough and this is gonna make us happy. But so that later it wasn't the full effort. We maybe had to give it all. That's why maybe there is some, I think, regrets here. But later we make peace with it. This is no problem. But later in the future, we have the camel. Camel, so our subconscious tells us that don't go so this time. Camel is the animal spirit of maintenance, guys. Camels, they make long roads in the deserts, and they have this water stock actually in their this top. Something is telling us actually to take stock and to overcome things and show resistance towards this temptation. Or like if someone is like being overly generous to you, you are a bit, don't let it to seduce you, it says, because success here is like with the slow and steady it needs to go. Okay, if there can be also a woman here who is actually having some troubles, maybe financial troubles. There can be deep down you wish this person well, maybe a family figure or a friend around you. You got to motivate this woman, like you need to say, you got to be patient. You will reap what you sow soon. You got to don't take the easy way, trust yourself, show effort, and you will be fine. Okay, so because here we are not for some instant gratification here. We want to take the stock also of our efforts. We are not gonna go instantly gratified. Oh, here is another woman. So we have this time Urmia. Urmia is actually a family figure. Who is the troubleshooter lady when it comes to family matters. Urmia is like really a hardworking woman who is actually completely a bit opposite of Atandava. Urmia is like a more conservative lady as well and loyal, and Atandava is the cheating woman. Urmia is the loyal woman. Urmia is like whatever job she puts her hands, she achieves that, and she always does the best and the most relevant version of what she needs to do. But she's a troubleshooter. That's why she attracts a lot of people. That's why, like, absorbs a lot of trouble. That's why. I mean, however, is a very friendly figure. She just needs to practice some boundaries, but this is a very friendly figure. It also, it's just right near the collective card. So it seems we are going to get a help from a loyal person here. Or it can be, well, two woman rivals, for instance, in love. One of them is like more attract the lover with, you know, beauty, material things, seduction. But one woman is more like, you know, values more of like loyalty. Maybe she's like more this silent person. Maybe falling in love with the same man. This is also a collective consciousness it may represent, where we ask a lot of questions to ourselves. We know that we need to take stock of things, take inventory of things. We need to show effort. We shouldn't waste things. We want to be in the place where we feel good feelings. And we don't want to be in like hostile environments. Wow, in the past we have, yeah, I mean, the emotional effort. Deep down, maybe we have put a lot of good thoughts and emotional effort or intention to what we wanted to achieve, but some elements was missing. Now it's like this Atam Deva, okay, I will put what is missing and I'm gonna do it quickly. And Urmia is like the conscience of the collective. No, let's go slowly, steady, you know. Or that friend who is telling us, it's like in the Good Omens, you know, if you watch it, Terry, Terry, the writer's name. There was the book and also the movie series, like the White Angel and the other angel, Atam Deva and Urmia. So, and Urmia here, maybe in the past there was also the emotional support of this person, by the way, mirroring this card. And in the past I see also we take stock of some things. Yeah, I think our past, whatever it worries us to a degree, making us somehow ready to face with a difficult person. This is how I felt. Oh, there we go. Valide is the pure evil energy. This is now a very difficult woman. Again, lots of female figures. I think we need to do some divine feminine, divine masculine reading too. And we have the child reversed. Ooh, so okay, this can be like the stepmother in the past, mirroring the child, stepmother, or that grandmother, stepmother, that difficult relative who doesn't want or like a little child, like or making a problem with regards to a child. It can be also a person, valide, the evil forces, like alienating a child from parents. It can be maybe a little girl, maybe a little boy. So, or a child is like set against towards someone, it can be due to the alienation and gaslighting, it can be, or it can be There is a here in the future, there is something with the child or children in general, or like young people. The young people you like, as they are gaslighted or alienated by an evil force, is now like set against towards you. It can be actually in a place where you would have the least enemy. There is something like socially discontent. There is something socially not feeling right. Yeah. There's something here with the stepmothers alienating a child. Let me see the 17. Oh, we have the door. So maybe this is like an order from a place where there is door, like a institutional place. Yeah, 3 reverse, like causing upside down family. The 3 is the family, reverse 3, like upside down roots of a family. I feel like a young figure is maybe far away from us. Or it's like some institution has some obligations, the door, the high rank place, to the family roots of a person. Oh, another female figure. We have a Siranta. A Siranta is again a mother figure, by the way, but I think this is the, there can be 2 figures with 2. I think there is a mother there, and Valide is like not so much friendly relative maybe, or someone really not doing well when it comes to the human relations, and like someone is like influencing. There is some kind of a bad partnership here, like a family situation scattering, and the females, like maybe 3 sisters, 3 sisters, 3 siblings. Like there are 2 women who is like comparing children. Or there is a man who already has a child, children. Maybe there is the ex-wife, the new wife, or the partner. This woman is not speaking well in the past. It can be. This valide creates a lot of problem, is actually affecting the psychology of the child. This is not good. Okay, some material abundance. Things are going well. This friend is creating, if we ask help from a friend or someone we see close, they are really bringing some concrete results and answers to us. We have the mouse here. Something has been taken away from us. Yes, the mouse. Something has taken away from us. That maybe there has been some illegal losing, or something taken from us. Something hasn't been compensated. Like someone maybe taking something from your home. Yeah, like someone who is close to you, always taking from you. And they maybe did this without your consent. And you wanted to stay away maybe from these people. Like you canceled your business with them. Something is not feeling right. Oh, we have the Turan representing the family man. So is that the first masculine card after all these female cards? Okay, so Turan is actually a legal person, can also represent barrister, lawyer, but it may also represent the family man who sympathize with you and give you guidance around some subject. Again, some rules are being implemented. Maybe this man has actually made some subjects go milder in tension in a place where it would go wrong. Turan may also represents the husband who cheats. Oh, it's and the Dervish reverse, someone lies here. Turan does not listen the guidance. And maybe unconsciously saying yes to some kind of a thief. Because this part he doesn't see. There is some kind of damage here being made, and this damage, this person does not see it. Oh, Sunit reverse. Ending of the first marriage, the relationship guy. This Turan becomes later reverse Sunit. There is something with the child here. Oh, I think this is like a family disturbance. And how, as collective, our focus is in family, the old relationships, which is now coming to surface, and maybe some ending of connections, but how we want to connect with life again. Now we have the Gamhat, the perfectionist guy, and yeah, home, house, which is upside down, house, and the mouse. This is a thief energy. House and the mouse is a thief energy. Something is taken from our home. It's like a person, we got divorced, maybe want to take things from home. Child, maybe this is his like partner. They are like facing like an opponent to us. Like the child maybe stands next to this woman, but we have some friends here, or we are like covered up with some people. Yeah, this is a lot of family energy. Wow, we have the mountain card. Okay, so the mountain in the collective tells us that there is a big obstacle, like, you know, Capricorn mount and Capricorn and the mountain, right? The goat and the mountain. So climbing up energy for January. Okay, so it talks about some difficulties, ladies and gentlemen, but the thing is that I was talking about two friends who are with us, or a family figure. These guys are, I think, very good and they have our back, and the mountain tells us that there can be friends who are going to support us in our cause. It's like the friend who is going to make us to climb that mountain, like a friend, like a mountain, you know, big, that you can lean on. So with these people, our chances are brighten up, and makes sense, you know. The last week of January is Aquarius, and Pluto will switch to Aquarius, and this is going to bring a lot of change to group associations, friendships, as well in the personal relationships. Like, we will have that powerful friends, and there will be some circumstances which is really going to open some lucky things for us, and it may also represent a financial help coming from a place that we didn't expect, or making business with friends, trying to overcome a difficult family situation, and making this business or these connections through friends, and these loyal friends are helping us to achieve our goals. And whatever we go through, we are high-headed. The mountain is actually shows the collective in strong position, and it tells us that look, circumstances can be hard, but spiritually we have a good foundation. Psychologically, actually, we are ready, and I was talking about building resilience in the beginning, and if we can believe in ourselves, we can make it. Yeah, there are some new projects, and well, the mountain symbolism, of course, goes well with also the Capricorn symbolism. This is absolutely makes a lot of sense. And here the idea is, January is a very potent time, okay, very potent time, and you got to lay this groundwork for your visions for them to become true in the next 12 months. But in this potent time, you need to make some changes. You will find insights, clarity, face some endings, and you will see what is your obstacles are. There are 3 people here. Unfortunately, one of them is maybe a young figure who has been set against you due to the gaslighting and manipulation. And I do understand with the 2 road cards here, this is actually some kind of a pressure to declare the resolutions from our part. But we know that this is like an opportunity for us to form some kind of maybe a new lifestyle for us, for ourselves. And this lifestyle is going to be our groundwork. And it's going to hold space for us to maybe for that visions to evolve. Okay? Because here, this blank message, also we are here at the very beginning blank, like we haven't been carved yet. Nothing is carved. And you are later free to change your intentions actually at any point here. This is like a beginning phase of something. How do you want to really feel next year, dear friends? How you want to feel next year, this time on? Then set your intentions accordingly. And you can, as we have the collective card here, you can help to remain accountable to yourself. And you can really be aware of, the sun here is like, we are aware of our daily vibration. And our daily exploration, the sun, right? Each day, our daily explorations of feelings, thoughts, energy can really help us to set the tone to where we gonna bring that focus, that commitment, what we want, you know. We can make some shifts. Yes, there is some really in a time where we materially maybe some concerns, but we are fixing ourselves, let's say, to a goal which can be adjusted later. Having strong, powerful friends with us, maybe we are ready to go for something what has been stolen for us. How you want to feel, ask yourself, dear friends. I mean, tomorrow is a new day, the sun. And you will be, I think you will be given this opportunity each day to adjust your plans. But the thing is that the opponents or the obstacle will be very clear from the beginning. And how you would like to, maybe it's like what we said at the beginning, the way forward is the way through, or the way out is the way through. So we need to like maybe bulldoze over some obstacles there. And I think in the past there has been points where we had maybe took some authority role, or we take on really responsibility here, personally, professionally. Here the only validation you can seek is from yourself, but also there are powerful friends there who are ready to help. These people here may make you feel like fearful, you know, self-doubt, Atam Deva and Sunit reverse, feeling unworthy. But I think these thought forms in the human form are just opportunity for you to maybe to break free from limiting beliefs, or what others says around us. We are not letting them to bring those limiting beliefs, and we go for that significant changes in our lives. Is there a pressure? Yes, there is pressure. Is this pressure to make some healthy choices? Yes, it is. So for some of you, for instance, this choice here can be for both the public and the private lives as well. Okay? So for some of you, maybe this is like more of like a public situation. Now let's clarify that last. I want to see that Sunit, please, deep down. Oh, there is something very lucrative here. Lucrative with work, money, prosperity. But why this guy is like making it difficult for us? It's like we have this share of something, and why this guy is like or like threatening us. This can be a person, for instance, threatening us. If you leave a particular place or contract, it's like you will have none kind of thing. Or there is some type of maybe someone like trying to, let's say, limit us, or trying to blur something which is actually very resourceful, and when we like move forward and go for it, we actually have the benefits of it. Nice river. But they try to make us to seem like it is so small, and you know it doesn't worth, making us like trying to make us to see it's not worth it, but actually it's very much worth to go for it. So there we need to wake up, and someone is hiding the source of something. It's like you are seeking water, and this guy is telling you, oh, this is just an oasis, you know, not so much water there, you know, oh, but actually there is this river, you know, actually passing. So something like that. Someone does not want you to see the resource. Well, so meaningful because we have Selena. Selena is, again, in the Capricornian season, it makes sense because if we want to build something, go slow, it says. You build something, okay, that's great. Now, each day add a stone to it. And at the end of the day, you are going to see actually you are building something very huge there. And every situation is going to make you stronger. Bad or good, doesn't matter. The experience, the amount of experience you will gain from this will be come to you like a tenfold prosperity, okay? And when you overcome these challenges, the spirit promises us everything to be all right. So this is this kind of spirit. Okay, so I think it makes sense for the Capricorn new moon. And it's a bit of everything, but there is a lot of like family stuff, you know, going on, maybe with some ex-partners, and how we reflect our future and the wars. It's making us to see our personal power, some very obvious facts about things, who will be our opponents in the long run and in the new time, and what they are hiding actually deep down there, what they don't want us to see there. This type of thing. So thank you so much, dear friends of Tarot Solar Sun Studio. I hope you enjoyed this reading. So in the beginning though, it was with Hermit, it was really no Hermit, you know. No Hermit, no, please, no, not this time. Oh, I just don't want to get the cards like mingled so much, but now all set, so we have protected our spread. Hermit also protected in spirit-wise to our reading, but it seems that was what I have for you for today. Thank you so much, dear friends. Once again, new Desta deck is right here, is ready to welcome its new holder and owner. This is an amazing deck that you can go very creative. You can really, you know, of course the cards will have their meanings, but as the cards reveal themselves to you day by day, you are going to discover what they actually mean in your readings. So you can go very technical and both intuitive about these cards. And let me splash my hands into it, so you can be like also get this deck from a Desta enthusiast like me. It is right here. I'm going to put the information at the description box below if you would like to have this deck. It is definitely one of the unique decks. It's not easy to find these decks now. I mean, Turkish version. Greek version you can find, but Greek version is very different than Turkish version. So if you would like to have the Turkish version, it is right here, waiting for its new holder, I would say. Thank you, friends. Take good care. I hope you enjoy this reading and hope it has been helpful. And see you in the next readings. Bye-bye.